Hey guys, it's Parzival. I also go by Will, and I am back with another Storytime Speedpaint. Now, the picture isn't actually related to the Storytime at all. It's just an art trade that I had recorded, and it's footage that I had. So, sorry that it's not related, I guess, but shrug. The character is a character of my siblings, TK's. This is Charlotte, and it was part of an art trade, and that's all I really have to say about that, I guess. But yeah. So, I had a weird experience the other day, and I figured that I would tell you about it. So, I don't know about where you guys live, but when I was a kid, I was very familiar with your standard Frosty ice cream trucks. You know, the big white trucks that go around in neighborhoods and play like this weird ragtime music in like this really tinny, kind of obnoxious, like bell-like jingle. Like, they're pretty iconic, but just in case anyone hasn't heard of them, I wanted to give like a sort of brief introduction to them. They're generally all white, and they have your ice cream flavors and like ice cream bars just pasted on the side of it, and they have like decals and stuff like that. The most familiar one for me is the Frosty truck, which is the United States, and it would say Frosty on it, and it would sell you like ice cream bars, kind of like the stuff that you might get at a Dairy Queen or something, except on a truck. Or it could sell like those funny shaped cartoon character ice cream bars, and they always came around the summer, and they were super iconic to me when I was growing up. Funny enough though, I never really got ice cream from the ice cream truck, and I don't really know anyone who really frequently did, actually. If anyone has gotten ice cream from the ice cream truck on a pretty regular basis, tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear about that. But when I was growing up, it was a lot of hearing the ice cream truck and hearing its very distinctive ice cream truck jingle, but not actually getting it for whatever reason. Maybe your parents didn't want you to get the ice cream because it's too close to dinner. Maybe you were in a car and you saw the ice cream truck and it was going to a different neighborhood. Maybe you were in the house and you saw the ice cream truck pass by, but you couldn't get out there in time and you weren't outside to get the ice cream truck. There's a bunch of different reasons that you could miss the ice cream truck, but 9 times out of 10, I miss the ice cream truck. I actually don't really remember distinctly more than once getting ice cream from the ice cream truck. So it's been a thing that, like, I've always wanted to do while I actually have the memory to do so. As an adult, if I hear an ice cream truck, I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can catch the ice cream truck. Haven't yet. But that leads me to the story that I have today. And this is the story of the really, really weird ice cream truck that I encountered. Now, I'm not currently familiar super well with the area around the area I lived. I'm pretty new to this area, and therefore I don't really know the quirks and the, like, funny little things about this area. But I was walking home from work the other day, and I was passing through a neighborhood that I'm not super familiar with. It's next to my neighborhood, but it's not that close to my neighborhood. It's like across the highway from my neighborhood. So I'm not really familiar with it. And while I'm walking through this neighborhood, it's a nice summer day, I'm walking through the neighborhood, and I hear the familiar ice cream truck jingle. And I get pretty excited because I have money on me, I'm an adult, and I have nowhere to be besides going home since I'm walking home from work. So I get kind of excited, and I start looking around as I'm walking to look for the very iconic Frosty ice cream truck, because that's what I assume it's coming from. And I'm thinking, maybe I can actually catch the ice cream truck. That would be a really cool thing to do. I would love to do that someday, and maybe today's the day. So I'm walking through this neighborhood that I'm not super familiar with, and I turn a corner, and I see that the ice cream truck noise is coming from the direction I just turned. And I see this white CRV-like van. And I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I was always told, white vans are dangerous. They are going to kidnap you. Stranger danger, etc., etc. And I'm a very small person. I am like 5 foot nothing, and I just lost a good chunk of my weight because I'm on some new medication. So I am not really the type of person to be able to put up a strong fight. And so I am still very wary around stranger danger white van type of stuff. Like, I'm so small an 8th grader could pick me up. It's fun when I need to be lifted up to reach high places, but it's not so fun when you think about, like, oh, gosh, What if I accidentally get yoinked into a car by someone I don't know or don't like? And when I saw across the street the ice cream truck noise coming from a van that looked just, it wasn't really a van, it was more like a SUV type of car, but it turns the corner and I see there's the ice cream flavors pasted to the side of the car. And I see coolers in the back, and that is where the ice cream truck music is coming from. Now, mind you, I'm an adult, so, like, whatever, I'm probably not someone's target if they're driving an ice cream truck, but at the same time, I didn't really trust that. This was setting off all the red flags that I learned as a child. Don't trust white vans, and that was kind of creepy. So, I don't flag down the ice cream truck, and I am very disappointed because I don't get the ice cream, and I hightail it out of that area just to make sure that the weird van isn't following me. I don't know about their neighborhood and whether that's a normal ice cream truck for them, because maybe it is. Maybe that's the totally valid ice cream SUV or something. And I totally understand that maybe someone who wanted to do an ice cream truck couldn't actually afford the actual truck, but could afford the ice cream and was just blasting the music over their speakers or their iPod or something like that. And that's totally cool. I totally understand that. But man, I was not familiar with that ice cream truck. I was alone. No one knew where I was because I was walking home from school, or not school, walking home from work. And, like, they didn't know exactly where in my route I was. And I later found out that my neighborhood has a different ice cream truck. It actually has, like, the actual Frosty truck. So, I don't really know how to feel. That was a really creepy and surreal experience for me, basically. But yeah, I don't really know what much to say besides that. It was just a weird, creepy experience that I figured I'd share with you guys. But, if you guys have any questions or comments, or if you have any ice cream stories of your own, you can put that down in the comments below, or contact me on any of my social media, which is also linked in the description. And I have a Patreon where for $1 a month, you can support me and get early access to my sketch dumps before they go up on any of my other social medias, like my Tumblr or my YouTube. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. I'll see you guys next time, hopefully not with another weird ice cream story. Bye!